When I was younger, I was restless, always looking for somewhere new, always chasing distant horizons beyond the things I knew. I thought adventure held the answers somewhere far beyond my town. I kept searching for a feeling I couldn't quite pin down. But after all these years of traveling, one lesson stays with me. The farther that I wandered, the more I valued familiarity. The older I get, the more I like coming home to familiar roads and familiar skies, to the places that know my story without needing a disguise. The older I get, the more I like coming home, and the comfort it quietly brings, because peace often lives inside familiar things. The old chair by the window, the creak of the wooden floor, the coffee brewing in the morning, the sound of the screen door. These things don't look important to someone passing through, but they carry pieces of a life that feels honest and true. The older I get, the more I realize home is more than where you stay. It's where your spirit can finally rest at the end of a long day. Home isn't always a place. Sometimes it's a feeling. The older I get, the more I like coming home to the life I've come to know, to the little things that matter more than they used to long ago. The older I get, the more I like coming home, and that's a truth I can't deny, because the heart eventually learns what no journey can buy. Some roads teach you where to go, others teach you where you belong. watch people come and go like seasons through the years. Some arrive with laughter, some arrive with tears. A few stayed longer than expected, a few left way too soon, and some disappeared so quietly you barely noticed the room. For a while I called it heartbreak, for a while I called it loss, but time has a way of changing the meaning of the cost. The ones who leave still teach you something, even after they're gone. Every goodbye leaves a lesson to carry further on. The ones who leave still teach you something. That's what these old years know. Not every teacher stays forever. Some only come to help you grow. One taught me about patience, another taught me grace. One showed me what loyalty means, another what to replace. Some taught me through kindness, some taught me through pain, but every soul that crossed my path left something that remained. Now I look at endings differently than I did back then, because wisdom often arrives disguised as an end. Not everyone enters your life to stay. Some arrive to prepare you. The ones who leave still teach you something, and I can see it clearly now. The lessons often last much longer than the people somehow. The ones who leave still teach you something, and that's become the truth I know. Because every chapter changes us, whether it stays or goes. Every goodbye leaves behind more than it takes away. You spend most of your life meeting people. Some stay for a season, some stay for a reason, and most eventually disappear into the distance. But every now and then, a few remain. And those are the ones worth remembering. passed through my younger years. Some brought laughter to the table, some brought heartache and tears. Some promised they would never leave, some swore we'd always be friends. Funny how life keeps reminding you not every road bends the same. The years kept rolling onward like tires down an old dirt road. And little by little I noticed the crowd began to grow small. Here's to the people who stayed when the sunshine turned into rain. The ones who sat beside me when there was nothing left to gain. The people who knew my story and loved me anyway. Lord, life gets clearer with age. You never forget the people who stay. There were times I wasn't easy, times I carried too much pride, times I lost my way completely and had nowhere left to hide. But somebody always called me, somebody knocked upon my door, somebody kept believing when I couldn't anymore. You learn a lot from hardship, you learn even more from grace. And nothing shows a person's heart like who remains in place. Here's to the people who stayed when the sunshine turned into rain. The ones who sat beside me when there was nothing left to gain. The people who knew my story and loved me anyway. Lord, life gets clearer with age. You never forget the people who stay. Now the mirror shows an old man, more years behind than up ahead. And there are names I still remember, though some have long since left. But the ones who stood beside me through every rise and every fall, those are the voices I still hear when the evening shadows call. Not the rich ones, not the famous, not the loudest in the room, just the faithful hearts who stayed around when everything else moved. Funny thing about getting older, you stop counting acquaintances, you stop counting followers, you stop counting crowds, and you start counting the people who answer when you call, the people who show up, the people who never needed a reason. Those people become priceless. Here's to the people who stayed when the years stole youth away, the ones who never disappeared when easier choices came, the people who saw my scars and never looked away. Lord, life gets clearer with age. You never forget the people who stay. Here's to the people who stay through every storm I faced. And if I've learned one thing from life, love is measured by who stays. In the end, most of us won't remember who impressed us. We won't remember who had the nicest house or the biggest paycheck. We'll remember the people who sat beside us when life got hard, the people who stayed. It's been a lot of years what might have been. Thinking about old crossroads and roads I didn't take back then. There were dreams I left behind, and chances that slipped away. For a while I carried questions about those yesterdays. Thought another direction might have changed this life somehow, but the older I get, the less I believe that now. Some roads were never mine, no matter how they seem. Some doors were meant for others, some lives belong to different dreams. Some roads were never mine, and that's alright today, because the road beneath my feet still brought me all the way. Every scar became a teacher, every loss became a guide. Even the mistakes I hated walk right here by my side. The miles weren't always easy, Lord, some years were hard to bear. But looking back this evening, I can see why they were there. Maybe life knows things we don't understand at first. Maybe every wrong turn quietly serves a purpose. Regret gets heavy when you carry it too long, but gratitude has a way of setting it down. Some roads were never mine, some stories weren't meant to be, and maybe there's a reason I'm exactly where I need to be. Some roads were never mine, yet I don't feel deprived, because the road I did travel made me who I am tonight. Not every path is meant to be followed. Some are only meant to teach. For years I tried explaining every choice I ever made. Trying to earn understanding, trying to keep doubts away. I worried what people thought of me. I worried what they might say. Spent too much time defending roads I chose along the way. But some minds are already settled. Before a word is spoken through, and no amount of explaining will ever change their view. The people who matter never needed explaining. They understood without a fight. They saw the heart behind the story and stood beside me through the night. The people who matter never needed explaining. That's what the years showed me. Real love doesn't demand a defense. It simply lets you be. I've had friends who listen quietly without needing every detail, and somehow their understanding never seemed to fail. They didn't need perfect answers. They didn't need me to pretend. They cared more about my well-being than being proven right in the end. The older I grow, the clearer This lesson seems to be acceptance is a rare gift in a world that loves to disagree. The right people see you, not the version you explain, the version you are. The people who matter never needed explaining, and the ones who did rarely stayed. That's a truth life taught me slowly, as the seasons came and changed. The people who matter never needed explaining, and that brings comfort to my soul, because genuine understanding has never required control. The right people hear your heart, even when you say very little. I used to think every problem needed a solution. Every wound needed healing. Every broken thing needed fixing. But after enough years, you learn something different. Spent a lifetime trying to mend what had fallen apart, trying to put back together every fractured heart. I'd stay long after the ending, trying to save what was gone, holding on to old chapters long after the story moved on. Some roads were already finished, some bridges were meant to fall, and no amount of wishing could change that at all. Some things are meant to be fixed, some things are meant to be left behind. Not every storm becomes sunshine, not every answer arrives on time. The harder I tried to hold on, the more peace slipped through my hands. Some things aren't meant to be fixed, and wisdom learns to understand. There was a friendship I carried long after it stopped being real. There was a dream I protected long after it lost its appeal. And every time I forced it, life seemed to push back harder, like the river was reminding me I wasn't steering the water. Funny what age reveals when the noise finally fades. Sometimes healing begins the moment acceptance stays. Some things aren't meant to be fixed. Some things are meant to be left behind. Not every storm becomes sunshine. Not every answer arrives on time. The harder I tried to hold on, the more peace slipped through my hands. Some things aren't meant to be fixed, and wisdom learns to understand. Maybe strength isn't repairing everything. Maybe strength is knowing when to stop, knowing when the lesson is over, knowing when the season is changed, and having the courage to let life move forward. Some things aren't meant to be fixed. Some things are meant to set you free. And what once felt like a heartbreak can become clarity. I don't fight every ending now. I don't resist every plan. Some things aren't meant to be fixed, and that's something I finally understand. The older I get, the more I realize peace doesn't come from controlling life. Peace comes from walking with it. There was a time I feared endings, like there was something to avoid. A closed door felt like failure, an empty space felt like a void. I thought starting over meant losing everything I'd worked to build, and every unexpected change left me worried and unsettled. But life kept turning pages, whether I was ready or not, and each new chapter taught me something the old ones could not. The older I get, the less I fear starting over, the less I fear the unknown road. Because I've learned that new beginnings often arrive disguised as loss. The older I get, the less I fear starting over, and the more I trust the way Life keeps opening windows after closing yesterday. I've started over more than once in places I never planned, and somehow every fresh beginning helped me become this man. The years have taught me courage, not the fearless kind people see, but the quiet kind that whispers, take one more step and believe. Now when life changes direction, I don't resist it like before, because some of the best things I've known waited behind a different door. Starting over isn't proof you failed. Sometimes it's proof you kept going. The older I get, the less I fear starting over, and the more I welcome change, because growth has a way of appearing outside the familiar range. The older I get, the less I fear starting over, and that's become clear to me. Every ending carries a beginning for those willing to see. The road begins again. Every time you keep walking. When I was young, I thought my father worried more than he should. Always talking about responsibility and doing what was good. I didn't understand the pressure behind the quiet in his eyes, or why he carried burdens without complaint or disguise. Back then I saw the rules more than the love behind them all. Funny how perspective changes after enough years pass by. The older I get, the more I understand my father, the sacrifices he never named, the long days, the sleepless nights, and the strength behind his pain. The older I get, the more I understand my father and the things he tried to say. Some lessons only make sense many years away. Now I recognize the worry that comes with loving someone dear, the silent prayers for their future and the hidden weight of fear. I see the wisdom in his patience, the meaning in his steady hand, and how much of who I became was shaped by that quiet man. The years of open window, the youth kept closed so tight, and now I find myself repeating words I once thought weren't right. Age has a way of introducing us to our parents again. The older I get, the more I understand my father, and the gratitude grows strong for the things he carried silently all along. The older I get, the more I understand my father, and that's a gift time gave, because love often becomes clearer long after we're old enough to see. Sometimes understanding arrives years after the lesson. I spent a lot of years worrying about tomorrow, worrying about money, worrying about mistakes, worrying about things that never happened. And one day I noticed something. The world kept turning anyway. I used to carry tomorrow like a stone inside my chest, always thinking one more problem was waiting just ahead. I'd lie awake past midnight, trying to solve what wasn't there, creating storms inside my mind out of ordinary air. Meanwhile, life kept moving, the sun kept rising every day, and most of the things I feared never came my way. The world kept turning without my worry, the river still reached the sea, the stars still hung above the darkness without permission from me. And all those nights I spent afraid changed nothing in the end. The world kept turning without my worry. That's a lesson worth remembering. I worried about getting older, I worried about losing time, I worried about every wrong turn and every hill I had to climb. But age has a funny way of revealing what's true. Most burdens grow lighter when you stop carrying them with you. Now I watch the evening sunset without rushing through the view. And I spent less time fearing life and more time living it too. The world kept turning without my worry. The river still reached the sea. The stars still hung above the darkness without permission from me. And all those nights I spent afraid changed nothing in the end. The world kept turning without my worry. That's a lesson worth remembering. Peace isn't found in certainty. Maybe peace is learning to trust. Trust the road, trust the season. Trust that not every question needs an answer tonight. The world kept turning without my worry, and somehow I finally did too. I stopped fighting every shadow and started noticing what was true. The coffee on the table, the morning sky so blue. The world kept turning without my worry, and life became more beautiful. Most of the things that stole my sleep never happened, but the days I lost worrying, those were real. I spent a lot of years believing I needed more than what I had. A little more money in my pocket, a little more reason to be glad. Always reaching for tomorrow, always looking past today, thinking satisfaction lives somewhere a little farther down the way. But every mile I traveled brought a lesson back to me. Most of the things I truly needed were already close enough to see. The things I thought I needed turned out not to matter much. The bigger house, the louder praise, endless rush for more and such. The things I thought I needed were never what made me whole. The best parts of this life have always lived inside the soul. A quiet morning by the window, a friend who calls just to say hi. A peaceful night beneath the stars, watching clouds drift through the sky. Those simple things grow richer the older that I become, because gratitude keeps revealing how much beauty was there all along. The years have changed my vision in ways I never knew. I stopped counting what was missing and started valuing what was true. Enough looks different when the heart finally slows down. The things I thought I needed were mostly passing wants. The things that stayed beside me were the things that really count. The things I thought I needed led me here eventually, to a life that feels much lighter than the one I used to dream. Sometimes enough is more than we realize. There was a time I'd carry comments long after they were said, replaying every conversation inside my worried head. If someone seemed distant, I thought I'd done something wrong. If someone didn't understand me, I'd wonder for far too long. I gave strangers too much power over how I felt inside, until the years revealed the truth I could no longer hide. The day I stopped taking everything personally, a burden left my soul. I realized most people are fighting battles I may never fully know. The day I stopped taking everything personally, the world became less hard, because not every storm around me was aimed at my heart. Some people carry old wounds, some carry fears unseen. Some are simply overwhelmed by places they've already been. And often what they say or do has little to do with me. They're walking through their own weather, trying to find clarity. The older I get, the more I notice compassion changes the view. When you stop assuming everything must somehow point to you. Not every shadow is about you. Not every silence means rejection. Sometimes people are simply tired. The day I stopped taking everything personally, life became easier to hold. I traded constant overthinking for a heart that felt more whole. The day I stopped taking everything personally, and that's a lesson worth keeping, because peace grows stronger when you stop assuming and start seeing. Understanding others often begins with relaxing your assumptions. I used to fear the quiet, used to reach for any sound, a radio, a conversation, anything to keep me found. Thought silence meant loneliness, thought stillness meant something wrong. So I filled every empty moment and kept moving along. But the years have a way of teaching what restless hearts can't see. Sometimes the peace we're searching for lives inside simplicity. Not every silence needs to be filled, not every pause needs a voice. Some moments carry their own meaning without a single choice. Not every silence needs to be filled, that's what time showed me. The soul speaks its clearest language when the noise finally leaves. Now I sit beside the window and watch the daylight fade, listening to nothing but the wind moving through the shade. And somehow those quiet evenings say more than words can do, because life isn't always talking, sometimes it's listening too. The older I get, the more I treasure those ordinary peaceful hours, when the world slows down enough to notice its hidden flowers. Silence isn't empty, silence is space. And sometimes space is exactly what the heart needs. Not every silence needs to be filled, not every answer must arrive. Some truths grow slowly in the quiet and help a weary spirit thrive. Not every silence needs to be filled, and that's become clear to me, because the deepest conversations are often the ones we have quietly. The quiet isn't lonely, the quiet is listening. Made more mistakes than I can count, taking roads I shouldn't have known, said a few things I wish I could take back, and spent some nights feeling alone. There were seasons I felt defeated, certain I'd gone too far, certain the damage was permanent, certain I'd earned every scar. But life kept turning pages long after I thought it should end. And somewhere along the journey I learned to begin again. The older I get, the more I believe in second chances. The more I believe people can grow, because I watch broken pieces heal in ways I didn't know. The older I get, the more I believe in second chances, and the mercy they can bring. Sometimes the next chapter starts after everything. I've seen friendships find their way back, I've seen lost hope return, I've seen people change direction after difficult lessons learned. The years have shown me clearly that failure isn't the end, It's often just a crossroads where a different road begins. And maybe that's the beauty hidden inside regret, the opportunity to become someone you haven't met yet. A mistake is a moment, not an identity. And there's a difference. The older I get, the more I believe in second chances, the more grateful I become for every door that reopened after I thought it was done. The older I get, the more I believe in second chances. And that's a truth worth keeping, because some of life's best chapters begin after the breaking. The story isn't over just because a page has ended. Been a lot of years waiting for the perfect time to begin, the perfect plan, the perfect moment, the perfect chance to win. I thought one day everything would finally fall in place, and only then I'd start living at my own comfortable pace. But life kept moving forward while I stood there making plans, and perfect never showed up the way I thought it can. The day I stopped waiting for perfect was the day I finally moved. The road appeared beneath my feet and gave me something to prove. The day I stopped waiting for perfect, the weight got easier to bear, 'cause life rewards the ones who try, not the ones who only prepare. Some dreams don't need perfection, they just need a place to start. Some journeys only ask for courage and an honest, willing heart. Looking back, my biggest mistakes were often opportunities missed, waiting for ideal conditions that simply don't exist. The years have taught me clearly what younger days couldn't see. Progress beats perfection more often than we believe. Perfect is a moving target, But today is real. The day I stopped waiting for perfect, I found freedom in the attempt. I stopped measuring every outcome and started valuing the step. The day I stopped waiting for perfect, life opened a different door. Because the best things that happened to me started before I was ready for more. Sometimes beginning imperfectly is exactly the perfect start. When I was younger, silence bothered me. I always needed noise around, a radio playing in the background, or another voice making a sound. I thought quiet meant loneliness, thought stillness meant something wrong. So I filled every empty corner and kept pushing along. But the years kept teaching softly what I couldn't hear back then. Some lessons only arrive when the noise finally ends. The older I get, the more I respect silence. The space between each word, because some truths speak the loudest without ever being heard. The older I get, the more I respect silence and the peace it leaves behind. Because a quiet room often reveals what's hidden in the mind. Now I sit beneath the evening sky and watch the daylight fade, listening to the wind moving slowly through the trees and shade. No hurry, no distraction, no need to fill the air. Just a grateful heart noticing how much beauty is already there. The older I grow, the more I understand. Silence is an empty space. It's a place where tired souls can finally slow their pace. Silence isn't the absence of something. Sometimes is the presence of peace. It's a gift the years gave me, because the soul hears best when the world grows quiet enough to see. Silence never demanded attention, yet it taught me the most.